And
Yes.
I wonder if this might be something that you would like to try.
Yes, I'm first in the line.
Wow, wonderful. Okay. Terrific.
Light, flexible, and strong.
Okay. How you help her?
You are grounded. Just keep it. Like, I feel curious, exploring, interesting. I'm a loving mother, that's enough. Hello, welcome to Action Explorations. Today our topic is role theory, and our guest today is Kathy Nugent. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Anna. It's nice to be here with you.
Thank you so much for coming. New online education alert. If you're studying psychodrama and would like to learn it online with pre-recorded video formats, please check out actionexplorations.education. Watch for detailed announcement at the end of this video.
And
Yes.
I wonder if this might be something that you would like to try.
Yes, I'm first in the line.
Excellent. Terrific. I'm excited. So, do you have a piece of paper and a pencil available?
Yes, I do. I'm ready.
Okay. So, wonderful. So, Anna, step one is I'm going to invite you to put a circle or an oval on the paper and put your name or your initials on it. This is going to be the you. We're going to imagine you're on the stage and we're bringing in other role players or auxiliary egos. So this is the you as the protagonist.
On the stage.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Because if we were doing this with a group, we would bring other people in to play your roles. But in this case, we're going to just have you identify and label your roles. Okay. And can you put a little circle around AB also, so we know that that's you? And so, what are some of the important roles in your life that really help you create your sense of who you are, the most critical roles? And first, you'll place it somewhere on the paper in relation to that little circle that says AB, and you'll put the name of the role in, the noun, and then put an adjective or a modifier before it, like when we talked about conscientious teacher or loving mother. So just sometimes people like to actually list the roles first and then put them in the diagram and put the adjectives with them. Whatever is your preference is fine.
And how many of them do I have the amount?
No, you can put as many as you want.
Could you please repeat one more time the actual task, like the role? Could you please just repeat that?
Sure. So the criterion for this role diagram is to identify the roles that are most essential to your sense of self. Like, for example, I have the role of efficient kitty litter cleaner. My cat is very grateful I have that role, but it's not really essential to who I am. So I wouldn't put that on my role diagram, but I might put loving caretaker of an animal companion on my role diagram.
Is it all right if I use two adjectives for one noun?
Of course.
All right. So should I tell what I write and put it here, or?
That would be great if you could tell what you're writing.
So I want to say constant yoga practitioner, but maybe it's not constant. It's like something like adjective which represents that.
You do it all the time?
Yes, I am. At least when I'm not doing it, I remember this in my head and think that, well, I should get back to my yoga practice. So I would say
Dedicated yoga practitioner.
dedicated yoga practitioner, yes.
That's great. And you're kind of starting with a psychosomatic or body-based role for us.
Well, I would write here also dedicated meditation practitioner.
Okay. So those are really important to you, those important self-care roles that you have.
Yes, they are probably at this moment, they are the most important, which keeps me.
They sustain you, huh?
Yes. I also have the role of, I would say, new, loving, and unexperienced mother.
Oh, that's perfect. So you have loving and inexperienced mother and your two self-care roles. What else?
Enthusiastic business developer.
Oh, wonderful. Enthusiastic business developer.
Experienced pet owner.
Okay.
Confused girlfriend.
Okay. Confused girlfriend. Okay.
Excited traveler.
Oh, okay. And about how many do you have now, Anna?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So take a minute and just check inside and see if there's one more that's really essential to who you are, to your sense of self. And if the answer is no, you have what you need, that's fine. Whatever occurs to you.
It feels like I need to add something important here, and it feels like something like grounded person. Even though I do not feel all the time grounded, but grounded person feels for me that it's a big part of me.
Okay, let's put that in there then. Grounded person. Okay. Oh, wow. Wonderful. Okay. Terrific. That is great. What I would ask you to do now, Anna, because I wasn't entirely clear in my instructions, is put each one of those roles in a little circle or oval or something. Excellent. Good job. We can put this into action in a moment, but I also want to just explain that even if you did it as a paper and pencil activity, you could get a lot of rich information, right? Just by going through the kind of analysis that we talked about. What's coming up, what's going down, overdeveloped, well-developed, underdeveloped. You know, is there harmony among the roles? All of those kinds of things. And so the first thing I would ask is, as you take a look at your role diagram, what occurs to you?
First thing what pops up that this role is the most important, the last role which I put here, and it's for some reason feels the most important.
Okay, and you have it at the top too, which is interesting, right? I mean, there could be some semi-projective kinds of things going on with this if people made some roles in dark circle and some they had to scratch out or some were very close. The fact that that role was on the top might have significance. Yeah, and it might not. But it's something that we could wonder about. And that's what we do when we look at a role diagram. We're just wondering with the person what that means to them. And so we can also put this into action psychodramatically. And you're smiling and yes, you're warmed up. So would you like to try that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good. So do you have some Post-its available so that we can use those to name the different roles?
Yes, I can. I have like sticky, like this ones.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need because we don't have people to take the roles, and we could do it with objects, and that might be a good idea to have an object. And I think we also need to have a Post-it because remembering 9 roles might be difficult. If we had auxiliaries, they would remind us of what their role is.
I have different objects and scarves.
Perfect.
What would be better?
Scarves. Let's work with scarves. Okay. So I asked you to place yourself as though you were the protagonist on the stage, right? And you are actually going to be standing out with me in the mirror position a lot of the time. So I just wanted to mention that in Moreno's role theory, he, I think, suggests this idea of a meta role, or the ability to be in an experience and step back and watch the experience. And that is so important, because having that kind of dual awareness is really critical. And so some people have taken the mirror and expanded it to TSM, calls it the observing ego. I like to call it the mindful witness or the compassionate witness, because it's the part that can see what's happening without judgment or evaluation, and instead with curiosity and compassion. So when we're standing out in the mirror position in this demo, I would like you to take on that part of you that you think of as the mindful witness or the observing ego. Okay? So can we do that now? Before you even lay out any scarves or anything, I'm wondering if we can just stand and together take on that role for a moment. I don't know what you would call it. I call it the compassionate witness. What would you call it?
Well, I like the TSM name, observing ego.
Okay, so if you're in the observing ego role now, and you know that in the action space, some things are going to be happening, what is a message that you would give to yourself in your action role diagram from the observing ego role?
My message to you, Anna, is just be curious, do it.
Be curious. Okay, and observing ego, are you going to be there to reflect back to Anna what you see, or to give her some support if she needs it?
Of course, I will be here for you and give you feedback, neutral observing feedback.
Wonderful. Okay, so Anna, let's start by putting something to represent you as the protagonist in your life in this role diagram that we're creating.
Okay.
A scarf, and tell us what you're choosing.
So I'm choosing it from the scarves. This would be me.
Okay, and what's the symbolism of that color for you, or that texture?
Light, flexible, and strong.
Okay, so you are light, flexible, and strong. So let's put that down.
Occasionally, yes.
Yes, I get that. And then let's put a Post-it on it with AB, so we know that that's you. Perfect, thank you. And now we're going to build out the other roles around you in your role diagram. So what comes next? You could put them down in the order you put them in the diagram, or any order that you like.
I would like to start with grounded person.
Yes, that sounds like a great place to start.
So grounded person would be this.
Yes.
I'll put it kind of on top of everything here also.
Okay.
Should I write a sticky note there on top?
Yes, so we remember what it is when we get the whole picture.
So this is grounded person.
And you've got that beautiful blue scarf, and you're making that so it kind of covers things, right? It's so central. Yeah. Wonderful.
So should I place all of them or just some of them?
Well, for purposes of time, why don't we just work with like 4, I would say. Is that okay?
Yes, I have 2, and I would like to place you loving inexperienced mother, which would be this.
Okay. And what is it about that, standing in for a new unexperienced mother role?
Yes, it's like I have a son, it's a little light blue color, so, and I'm unexperienced, like every light color's a little association with unexperienced.
Good job.
This would be enthusiastic business developer.
Okay.
Probably excited traveler.
Okay.
Excited traveler would be, let's say this one.
Oh, yeah. That's bright, isn't it?
Yes, it is very bright. Yes. I love this scarf, by the way.
Okay. So that grounded person role is really important to you. So,
Yes.
I'd invite you to go to that role first.
Okay.
And okay, so will you first just take a posture as though if we went into a museum and we looked at a statue and it said Anna Bobakova's grounded person role, what might that look like?
Well, yeah, then I need to stand for that. My feet are like shoulder length, very grounded, and probably just with relaxed back, relaxed neck.
All right. So
Yeah.
it's just a very grounded stance. It's almost like mountain pose, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes, exactly.
Okay. So let's just take a breath into this role, your grounded person role. And grounded person role, you see Anna in the middle. You see those initials AB. And what's a message that you would give to Anna from this role about her life? How you help her?
You are grounded. Just keep it.
Okay. May I double? So doubling means just speaking something that might be coming into awareness. And if it's right, you pick it up. And if it's wrong, you'll change it, right? So my doubling statement for your grounded person role would be, Anna, you know how to ground, and I'm always available to you. Just access me.
I'm always available for you. Just have access to me.
Right.
I know you might complain that you do not have access to me all the time, but I am here for you all the time.
Right. And grounded person role, is there a particular way that Anna can access you? Something she can do or say or think that helps her remember to access you?
First, you need to sleep enough.
Oh.
When you're physically in good shape, when you sleep enough, you are not hungry, you are already very grounded, then it's just a tiny little bit. And when you are doing yoga and meditation every day, so big chunk of that is sleep, then little amount is eat, and then practice yoga daily and meditate, and then you are grounded.
Okay, so I'm going to invite you to reverse roles with that AB in the center. So you come to wherever that AB is now, and you'll take on that role for a minute, and you're going to hear the message from your grounded person role. So just take a minute and take that message in. Remember, your grounded person told you, you always have access. I'm always here for you. And the keys are get enough sleep, eat, and practice yoga and meditation. If you do those things, you are grounded. So how does that message land with you?
It's truth.
It's true.
Yes, it's true.
Well, Anna, you just said it's true. Tell that part of yourself, that grounded person role, about the truth of that.
It's true, and I know that the most important basic things for me is to sleep enough. And if I do not sleep enough, this is when things become shaky. And what you told is exactly the truth. I need to sleep, then make sure that I'm not hungry, and then I need to make sure that I practice yoga and meditation daily, and then I'm grounded.
Yes. All right, so let's breathe that in. That you're grounded when you do these wonderful self-care things of sleep, nutrition, and your practices. And let me ask you, sleep seems to be the linchpin. Are there one of these other roles that are somehow associated with your being a grounded person and getting enough sleep and food and practice?
Well, these all roles, like, I would say they grow from the role of grounded person. They all connected.
Okay, so which one would you like to go to next?
You loving, inexperienced mother.
Okay, well, let's go to that one, and I'll stand up with you so we can both kind of feel it in our body. So what would new, inexperienced mother look like in your body? And if there's a sound or a few words that go with it.
You know, it's very interesting because for the purposes of video, I need to be in the video, like kind of sit on my bended knees and on my tiptoes. That's how it feels. It feels from one side it feels playful, joyful, like I feel curious, exploring, interesting. I'm enjoying this role. And at the same time, and I'd say in experience, I just feel, well, I'm not doing enough. I should be doing better, or I don't have experience.
Mm-hmm. So I love this role. I'm joyful in it. It brings me so much happiness and satisfaction. And it's a new role. I'm still learning it. Is that an accurate Dumpling statement?
Yes. And plus, I do very often when I do not sleep enough, it is because I'm a new mother.
Okay, so it does relate to that other one. There's a little bit of role conflict there, right?
Right. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have you reverse roles and be yourself back at that A-B spot so that you can take in the message from your new loving, inexperienced mother role. So just listen and remember that she told you how happy you are, how joyful you are, how much you love the role, and that you often feel like you're not doing enough or you should be doing it better. There's a voice of criticism that enters. Is that right?
Yes, and for some reasons at this moment, I think I am so grounded that I don't even take this criticism toward me.
Wow, wonderful. So can you turn to the inner critic for a minute and tell them, when I'm grounded, I don't take your messages in.
When I'm grounded, oh my God, thank you for this. It's like, when I'm grounded, I'm not taking your messages. I'm taking them only when I'm ungrounded. But right now, I'm just like, well, somebody can tell whatever, but it's not about me.
It would be their judgment, but not my judgment.
It's not mine.
So can you take a minute and decide what are you going to say to yourself instead of the judgments? Because it's great that you're not going to take those messages in when you're grounded, but it's good to put something in place of what was there. So instead of, I should be doing more, or I'm not doing enough, what would the narrative be?
I'm good enough.
I'm good enough. Yeah.
From there where I am, I mean, there is never enough to be better, but I'm doing everything what I can.
I'm doing the best I can, and I'm learning this role.
I'm learning this role, and I'm doing the best what I can. Yeah. I'm trying so hard.
You are trying hard. Yeah. You're very dedicated, as well as loving and inexperienced mother. So what's the new narrative going to be if you maybe are a little bit ungrounded and some of those thoughts come sneaking back in?
If I am ungrounded, oh, you are not doing it enough, you are not good enough, you should be doing much more, you should be, right now, instead of working, you should be with your baby, you should just do more.
So those are the messages that you're not going to accept anymore, right?
No, when I'm grounded, it's not my messages, yes.
Okay, so what would you be saying to yourself instead? Let's have a new message.
I am enough.
I am enough. May I add? And I am a loving mother. That's enough.
I am a loving mother, that's enough.
Okay, beautiful, thank you.
If you'd like to learn psychodrama online from leading trainers, affordably and at your own pace, go to actionexplorations.education. This is my project to expand access to the best trainers in the world. It's my baby. We are working with the leading psychodrama trainers to present pre-recorded programs. The programs will include lecture, cases, and evaluations. There will be a large selection of action exploration subjects. I'm going to add from 5 to 10 modules per month, so the content will be very rich. Namaste. After recording this video with Kathy, we spoke with her, and we are going to record the course on social atom for action explorations education. So stay tuned.